to what they're saying, what Lou Duber's telling me over there, that the punches are not low, they're in the body.
Well, unfortunately for us and the viewers, the camera... Actually, Gary Bell is so good with those shots, he knows where the camera is to make sure that it doesn't show off a low blow. 9th round of 10.
Or it doesn't show off a legal punch. Where has this Gary Bell been? Now Gary's punching, tying up from Hawkins.
Hawkins certainly having some of the wind taken out of him over the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, for good reason. He has worked very hard in the early rounds in this fight. He continues to work, you know, not just the punching, but this wrestling that these two are doing, that takes more energy out of you than punching.
Well, I'm talking more about the shots, the low blows, the alleged low blows.
Take much steam out of you, yes. Raise your voice on a couple octaves, too.
After this fight, Hawkins will lose. May get a seat on the Tunica.
You know what step back means? Step back.
Wire. Soprano section. Halfway through round number 9. Hawkins may still be angry, actually even more angry with Gary Bell, but right now the action has slowed up. There's a running left hand by Hawkins.
Come on.
Gary Bell, easy to hit. Just a sitting target. Bell has to get those hands out straight. And Lou Duber knows it. He sees it in the corner. Bell not punching.
I think the one in the ring who was the soundest tonight is probably the referee, Paul Cedar.
Turn him loose and break. Turn him loose, step back.
He's been breaking up these two heavyweights throughout the night. This has been commonplace in this fight.
Yeah, see how Hawkins moves in. If he doesn't move in so far, he can still keep his arms moving. He moves in body to body.
Another heavyweight fight coming up after this one. Former heavyweight champ Tim Witherspoon versus Levi Billups. Coming up in our main event. 10 seconds away from going to the 10th and final round. Packed house at the Grand Casino in Tunica, Mississippi. Boxing debut here, and they kind of get the feeling we will be back. Terrific crowd. Not an empty seat in the house, and they are enjoying this one. 10th and final round. Gary Bell has had a couple of points taken away for low blows. Robert Hawkins has been knocked down, as scored by the referee. Although he feels that was an additional low blow that put him to the canvas. Robert Hawkins just doesn't get the break as far as knockdowns when he faces Gary Bell. That's what happened in the first fight. Hawkins was hit low in that one. Also, that was counted as a knockdown. Gary Bell trying to keep his perfect record alive at 15-0. He's in the black trunks. Robert Hawkins in the red has won 14 against 2 defeats. Those early in his career, one of them to Bell. And since that loss to Bell 2 years ago, Hawkins has won 11 straight, looking at make it an even dozen. And seeking revenge. It was all Robert Hawkins early in this fight. Could be some interesting scoring.
Yeah.
All right, come on, break.
A few good rounds from Gary Bell. A few that I can count on one finger. He goes back in the 8th round from Gary. But that's what makes it scary.
Well, one heavyweight fight just about down. Another one on the horizon. Terrible Tim Witherspoon, former heavyweight champ. Sneaking up on his 40th birthday. He's going to be taking on the youngster, Levi Billups, only 37. But Levi is in tremendous shape. Pure athlete, former college football player. Bell is holding on. Hawkins getting free with the right and scoring. And again, it's Paul Cedar in the middle trying to convince the two to separate. inside the final minute of this fight. Hawkins trying to come on, and he is. Big shots by Hawkins. Breaking through. Bell about to go down, and now gets the standing 8 count. Holding on to Hawkins for dear life.
6, 7.
Standing 8 by Paul Cita. Bell may not continue. Oh, and it's waved off. It is stopped here in the 10th round. And that's one time Hawkins doesn't mind going down. An exuberant Robert Hawkins finishes off Gary Bell, so we won't find out how the judges had this wacky one, but finally cracking through, and Gary doesn't hear the final bell. Losing for the first time in his pro career, and the rematch resulting in his first loss in 16 pro fights. And Robert Hawkins, who came streaking out, withstanding many low blows by Gary Bell, one even scored as a knockdown, and has scored his third knockout in 4 fights. Robert Hawkins wins his 12th in a row, and heavyweight on the horizon.
Hawkins not known as a knockout artist, but in the latter half of this fight, he really picked it up and then ended it here in the 10th. Paul Cita said that Gary Bell had seen enough of the punches of Hawkins.
And he was ready to go. He was holding on to Hawkins. No way he was able to stay up. Cita interceded quickly to call the standing 8, looking in his eyes, looking at the wobbly Gary Bell, and just stopped it right there.
Yeah, actually a good stoppage from Paul Cita.
All right, let's hear it from Mark Biro, get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the 10th round. The winner by tactical knockout, Robert Hawkins.
Robert Hawkins turns back the clock and wins the one that got away. And we'll try to get the scorecards and pass that along later to see exactly where the scores were going into the 10th round. Tim Witherspoon is next. Presents USA's Tuesday Night Fight.
Jay Bell out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. His last fight over a year ago when he knocked out Ismael Negron.